It's a lot of negativity going on right now. A lot of negativity going on right now. So I'm going to talk about some positives from this situation. When you compare Miami to other programs, we're going to talk about some things that at least went our way. I'm trying to look at the positive view here. Now, I know you're saying, Graham, you lost me at positives, virus, and us canceling. There's no spring games. There's not going to be any more spring practice. Where's the positives in that? And to be honest with you, there's not a lot of positives. But when you compare us to other schools, I do feel like there are some that you can take away. And I'm going to go through these really quickly for you. Miami got a full week of spring practice. A lot of schools did not get that. A lot of schools didn't get one practice. We got a new offensive coordinator, a new quarterback, and they at least got a week of spring practice, which I think can be valuable. And one thing about not having any spring games or anything like that is we know that nobody got injured. You know, that at the end of the day, when I look at a spring, I'm hoping nobody gets injured. And we escaped injury because, hey, the coronavirus canceled everything. But Miami at least got 1 week, and we got to see a glimpse of what De'Aaron King looked like. From everybody I've talked to that have been at the practice, that has watched, they think De'Aaron King is the real deal. If we did not have the practices that we did, we still would have that question mark. I don't have the question mark, is he a talent or not, because I know he is talented, but we still got to do it on the field. I'm still in that mindset. But we wouldn't have anything if we're in Alabama, if we're in Florida, teams that did not get to practice. You know what I'm saying? Also, Manny Diaz and his staff, they have a full week of film that they can pick apart and really dissect and figure out what went wrong and what went right. Okay, so that's very valuable to a coach. You know, they can't be traveling right now, obviously, because of what's going on. There's not going to be any recruiting trips because of what's going on. Hey, Manny Diaz and those guys got a full week to really look at a De'Aaron King, really look at the early enrollees that we got, which brings me to my next positive. Coming into this spring, we had the most early enrollees that we've had in a long time. Now, obviously, spring practice got canceled quick. But at least those guys got to get on campus, meet with each other, deal with some media, deal with how each other works, see each other grinding, see each other shining, and they got to do a little work together. I think that is very important. You know, yes, they didn't get the full spring, but at least they got a little bit of something. You know, I'm trying to look at the positive here. You know, the most early enrollees, we got to see what a Jalen Knighton is. Think if we didn't have spring practice early, we still wouldn't know that much about Kayshawn Smith. Now everybody's truly excited about Kayshawn Smith, who decided to come on early and who wowed in the first week of spring practice. So we got a little bit of something from spring. You know, we didn't get the full entree, the full dessert, but we got the appetizer sampler, the Chili's triple dipper. We got a little bit of something. Speaking of recruiting, when you look at Miami, the recruiting landscape right now is going to be tough. It's going to be tough because no more junior days, no more things like that. Actually, when things get back to normal, which I don't know when, you don't know when, nobody knows when, what's going to happen? Truly, what is going to happen? Are they going to extend recruiting? Early signing day, will it be pushed back? Will you get to have as many visits as you are? There's a lot of questions. When I look at Miami right now, they're in a good position right now. Right now, they're in a good position. You're looking at the 6th ranked class, 3rd in the ACC, with 10 commits already on this class. Thad Franklin, we got that commit. We got Michael McLaughlin to also commit. You know, he got the visit spring. And Ryan Rodriguez, who is trending way up. People are loving this kid in camps. He got to come on his visit. So as of recruiting right now, number 6 in the nation, 10 commits. We're in a good position. Obviously, A lot of stuff has to take place that I don't even know if we know what's going to happen. But that's another positive is, hey, at least we got Ryan Rodriguez on campus before this whole thing got shut down. And now, if he can't go anywhere as of right now, hey, that's good. At least we got 10 commits in this 2021 class, because that's one thing that I'm looking at is it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen with recruiting once all this coronavirus stuff is up, because this is putting a hold on everything. The next thing is, my Miami Hurricanes fans, nobody loves this. I honestly believe this. Nobody loves their team like the Miami Hurricanes. Nobody's fan base is deep into content creation and voicing their opinion about their fan base like the Miami Hurricane. So right now we don't have any sports. We got a little bit of NFL free agency, but we don't have a lot of sports. But what you guys do have is a million podcasts to get you through this time. You got my podcast. You got a ton of other Miami YouTube channels, and also Miami podcasters who's putting in good work, putting out quality content. So you as a consumer, as a fan of content, I can assure you that, hey, you're going to be covered this spring, because not only does the Canes After Dark podcast have you covered, there's a ton of other podcasts out there that do great work, that have great guests, and that's going to put in work to get you through this tough time. So those are just my positives. We're going to get Jim Nagy on the line. We're going to talk about Storm 18. We got a lot to talk about